All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in this truth. I'm Bathaka Moth Jim S. Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. You know, and I'm going to title this one, Salakia, we're looking forward to those glorified bodies, man. You know what I'm saying? We long for them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this wicked flesh that we're born into, you know, hey, off the top, you know, that's like taking an L, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, because these bodies, and Apostle Paul brought that out, man. He said that the spirit, which is righteous and wants to do good, strives and fights against the flesh, which is wicked and defiled and weak and wants to do wickedness and wants to do evil. There's a constant daily battle, you know what I'm saying, every day of our lives, man. And we're born into that, man, being born into this wicked flesh, man, you know, being, which are in the scriptures are called the chains of darkness, man, you know what I'm saying? So being in these chains of darkness, we long for those glorified bodies, you know, our heavenly houses. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into the scriptures, just going into that. Salakia. There's a Psalms chapter 17, and I'm going to drop down to verse 15. And it reads, "As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness." And this is King David, man, you know, speaking here. He says, "As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness." And whose likeness is that, man? You know, the likeness of Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So our forefather King David, you know what I'm saying, who is the king of Israel, he up under Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Which King David will be in the kingdom, you know, up under Yahweh Shai, reigning up under Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, the 144, and then the 1/3, man. You know, of course, the 2/3 is going to be there too, but you know, hey, the 2/3 are just going to be basically the commoners in the kingdom. Although they're going to be above the rest of the nations, they're going to have the glorified bodies and the laws put in their inward parts, and they're going to have slaves and all that as well. They're going to know that these people, you know, those men right now that standing so stiffly for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, are so that they're going to know, man, you know, it's because of them, you know what I'm saying, that this is even possible, man, you know, beginning to start with our big brother Yahweh Shai and his sacrifice, you know what I'm saying. They're going to know, man, you know. So the elect in 1/3, you know, is going to be the, you know, of course, you know, Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, the elect, the 1/3. Those are going to be like the stars of the coming kingdom, man. You know, just like you got the same things in this kingdom, man. You got those wicked politicians, you know what I'm saying? Trump and Biden and you know Nancy Pelosi and all these people, you know, that's in this current government. And then you have the you know, your Beyonce's, your Jay-Z's, your Oprah Winfrey's, your Michael Jordans, your Mayweathers, all these people, you know, which are the stars in this kingdom. It's gonna be the same type of deal in the coming kingdom, man. So though these men that are being looked down on right now and getting talked about, you know, take off those dresses and you know, all the crap. Hey, man, they're going to be the stars of the next coming kingdom, man, you know, which is close at hand. So going back, you know, without veering too far off the subject, you know, Psalm 17 and 15, "As for me, King David, I will behold thy face in righteousness, Yahweh Shai. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness," man. So he's talking about those glorified bodies, man, which we all long for. Even Job spoke on that, getting that change, man. This is Job 14, chapter 14 and verse 14. And it reads, "If a man die, shall he live again?" Rhetorical question, you know, because our forefathers knew of reincarnation, man, you know. It says, "All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come." You know, so what changes is Job talking about, man? You know, he's talking about being awakened in that likeness that King David was talking about, man, in Psalms, the 17th chapter. You know what I'm saying? You know, that change, which that change is spoken of. Apostle Paul went into that change. Let's get that real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. I'm going to just kind of jump to the point down to verse 51, I believe. So like it for my vocals, man, you know, what's wrong with my voice? This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. And it reads, behold, I show you it's like it. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. So he said, we shall not all sleep, man, which is going into those who pass on and go into the spirit realm. Because as a matter of fact, let's get this real quick. I'm going to jump over to my other Bible real quick so I don't have to, we can just jump back to that. I believe it's in, is it 1st or 2nd Thessalonians? Let me see. 1 second. Let me try 2nd. I think it might be 1st. I think it's 1 Thessalonians. Oh, Salaki. I think it might be 1 Thessalonians 4. And I believe it will start around. I don't know what my phone is doing, man. This is crazy, man. I have to do this stuff, and it's crazy. Usually only does it when I deal with the Apocrypha, but now this devil is starting to, you know, mess with me. Period. Satan, because I never had to do it on when I go in a regular Bible. But this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 15, and it reads, "For this we say unto you by the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord Yahushai shall not prevent them which are asleep." And that's that same sleep that we were reading about in 1 Corinthians. It says, for this, verse 15, "For this we say unto you by the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep." Verse 15, "For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first." So the dead, those that passed on, that sleep, are going to rise first. Then verse 17, "Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, which are the chariots, to meet Yahushai in the air, and so shall we ever be with be with the Lord Yahushai. Wherefore comfort one another with these words," which is going into the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, so let's go back now, because that represents that those that are that have went into the spirit realm and that are waiting. So back in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, and verse 51, "Behold, I show you a mystery," because this is a mystery. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church don't understand these things when they read it. "We shall not all sleep." So that means everybody ain't gonna die, man. You know what I'm saying? You got these people running around here thinking the earth's gonna be destroyed and everybody gonna die, and either you're gonna go into float around in the clouds forever or go into the ground into some fire for eternity. That's not what's going on, man. And there's scriptures that we can go to prove that everybody is not gonna die, man, and that the earth is not gonna be destroyed, man. Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter, verse 4, I believe Mark 9 and 1 goes into how everybody is not going to die, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's Mark 9 and 1 is one of them. You know, Yahushua was speaking to this crowd of people, and he was saying that there's some of you that stand here that is not going to taste of death, man, till they see the coming of the Lord, man, the coming of the kingdom. So proving that, you know, and this was like over 2,000 years ago. So is this some 2,000 plus year old people walking around? So what was that talking about? No, man. You know, he was talking about in these times today, because we're in the times that the kingdom is going to be established, man. You know, so in this incarnation now, that last death that they had then was it. They're not going to die anymore. They're going to go into the kingdom and they're going to live forever. So there, you know, and there's a lot of us, you know, Lord willing, you know. Hey, we all want to be a part of that, but you know, of course, we know some of us got to be martyrs. But hey. It is what it is, you know. If you are, that's not an L, man. You know, it's still a victory, you know. As we just read in 1 Thessalonians, those are going to rise first. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But yeah, everybody's not going to die, man. So it says, behold, 1 Corinthians 15:51, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. That's that change, man. That change. Verse 52, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead, there it is, shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. You know, that twinkling of an eye and receiving those glorified bodies, man, those houses from heaven. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Because these bodies can't enter into a chariot, man. You know, they're defiled, they're weak, you know, they're wicked. This flesh, you know. So this flesh has to go away, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course, in the very next chapter over, it goes into those heavenly houses. What's wrong with my voice, man? 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. And it reads, for we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens, man. So these earthly houses, these earthly tabernacles, these bodies, these abodes, you know, are going to basically dissolve, man. They're going to be done away with. And it says we have a building of the Most High and a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Those glorified bodies. Verse 2, for in these bodies now, we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven. Because in this flesh, man, you know, we're subject to sin, you know, they're weak, you know, you get sick, you know, disease ridden, you know what I'm saying? Aches and pains, you get tired. You know, all of that is going to go away, man. You know what I'm saying? So we long to be clothed up, you know, that earnest desire. We long to be clothed upon with our houses, which are from heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? Those glorified bodies, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we long for. So let's go to Romans real quick. Romans, the 8th chapter. And we're going to drop down to verse 21. And it reads, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, which we just read in 1 Corinthians. You know what I'm saying? The 15th chapter, you know, this corruptible must put on incorruption. You know what I'm saying? Which is talking about these bodies. It says, because the creature itself, us, also shall be delivered from the bondage because we're in slavery in these bodies, man. This is captivity. These bodies are part of the captivity, you know, not only under Esau, but these bodies as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these bodies are Satan has you know what I'm saying, access to. He won't have access to the heavenly bodies, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, these bodies, into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High, man. You know, going into the kingdom, man. You know, the freedom from bondage, from these bodies, from the bondage of Esau. You know what I'm saying? Into the kingdom, man. Rulership. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we long for. But the bodies are a vital part of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get one more. Philippians, the 3rd chapter. In verse 21, and it reads, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body. You know, so who is that talking about? Yahushua, man. He's the one that's going to change our vile body. You know what I'm saying? That it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body. You know what I'm saying? Those new glorified bodies, those houses from heaven, man, that we just read in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, man. You know what I'm saying? Those heavenly houses not made with hands. It says, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man. You know, but we're going to get that change, man. The change from this vile, defiled, wicked, weak flesh into being fashioned like unto his glorious body, man. That glorified estate, man. As a matter of fact, it tells you, let me get one more. In Matthew, the 24th chapter, that's how he was returning in that glorified state, man. This is Matthew 24 in verse 30, and it reads, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, the chariots, with power and great glory," man. You know what I'm saying? So he's returning in that glory, man. And the body, the body, those glorified bodies are a part of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So one more time, going back to Philippians 3 and verse 21, "Who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body," man. You know, so we long for those glorified bodies, man, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things to himself. And that's what's coming, man. So, you know, we long for that, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't wait to get out of this wicked flesh and get into those glorified bodies, you know, wherein, you know, so we can be righteous, man, you know. And then, of course, the scriptures go into that, you know. We look for that which is to come, the kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness, roughly paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? Which those bodies are a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, that's all I got, you know. Hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kalkadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath Shal Dawadah. Shalom.